So part of the secret to managing people well is to understand how they see the world before you try to enforce your perspective of the world on them. Because very quickly then, you soon begin to work out in your company who's on the bus and who's off the bus. You know, who's part of this team lined up, ready to move forward, and who's kind of creating some drag in the system. I promised Emma I'd get on the bus, off the bus in, because she likes drawing buses. She's got space for a bus. I think this is as a species, this is our biggest gift, is that we all see the world uniquely, but it's also our biggest drawback, because the problem is we all think we see the world the same way. So when someone responds to something in a surprising way to us, when I worked at Orange, some of you know this story because it's one of my probably my top 10. We had a major billing incident, and I was responsible for billing, so it was my name in the noose on this one. And but in order for me to respond to it, I had to rely on the technical people that ran the billing systems. And one day an email went to the main board that basically said, "Don't worry, chaps, got this all under control now, so nothing to worry about." And that was from the technical director. And I read that email and phoned my billing team and said, "Right, we just need to." They said, "No, it's far from that. Here's the data. It's going backwards. It's not getting better." So in that moment, I responded. What I thought was an effective response. I CC'd the main board in my response. And I said, with a smile on my face as I typed, "Alistair Campbell would be absolutely proud of this update." Yeah, so Alistair Campbell, for those of you who don't know him, was Tony Blair's spin doctor. I said, because we're seeing quite a different picture. And I did it deliberately. I thought, a bit of humour will take some of the sting out of this. Good God. Did that blow up in my face? The next thing, my boss has called me, and the finance director. He said, "What the hell do you think you did?" He said, and I remember a day later, he said to me, "Dave," he said, "you need to understand something here." He said, "I'm fighting to keep you in this organisation right now." The technical director is absolutely incandescent with rage about what you said. Because, of course, as I typed it and responded in what I thought was a rational, humour-filled way, of course, I forgot that the person reading it can't see my smiling face, my general happy demeanour. He just thought it was an attack on him. He was surprised by my response, but my response to me felt perfectly rational. So we've got to begin to honour the fact that just because we think this is the right thing to do, the other person may not see it in that same way. So we have to work with that, and we have to embrace that a little bit. This is why delegation and management of other people is always so difficult. If we all thought the same way, it would be relatively easy, wouldn't it, to just manage other people. Now, I go back to my friend in the military. See, the military have a way of doing this, which unfortunately companies don't get to do. The military put you through basic training. And what do you think that basic training is there to do?